The Los Angeles Lakers may have just made their most fascinating move of the entire offseason, one that could drastically alter their starting lineup before the first game of the new season even tips off. The move in question is the addition of Marcus Smart. But Marcus Smart is not just an ordinary acquisition. He's a competitor with a reputation forged through intense battles, a defensive specialist with a relentless spirit. He's an NBA champion and a respected voice in any locker room. When you think of toughness, heart, and the ability to change a game's momentum with a single play, Marcus Smart fits the description perfectly. His arrival in Los Angeles isn't simply about adding another player to the roster. It's about directly addressing one of the Lakers' biggest issues from last season: perimeter defense. Despite having plenty of offensive weapons, the Lakers often struggled to contain opposing guards and wings. Smart changes that instantly. However, while his defensive impact is certain, his role is still unclear. Will Marcus Smart lead the second unit, or will he join the starting five? That's where the situation gets interesting. Longtime Lakers insider Jovan Buha recently suggested that Smart could start over Rui Hachimura. Yes, Hachimura, one of the team's most consistent contributors last season, could be moved to the bench. That's no small statement. Hachimura has been a vital part of the Lakers' success. Over the past 2 seasons, the 6'8" forward has been deadly from beyond the arc, shooting over 41% from deep each year. He has averaged more than 13 points per game, provides excellent floor spacing for stars like LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and is an effective cutter who finds openings in the defense. His shooting stretches defenses, keeping the lane clear for the Lakers' main scorers. And he's also had clutch postseason performances, showing he can handle high-pressure moments. So, why would the Lakers consider sending him to the bench? It comes down to balance, specifically the lack of a dependable scorer in their second unit. Gabe Vincent is a gritty backup guard who hits timely shots, but scoring isn't his main role. Rookie Dalton Knecht has offensive upside but is still unproven and needs consistency. Jake LaRavia is developing in his 3rd NBA season, while Bronny James, Adu Thiero, Jared Vanderbilt, Maxi Kleber, and Jackson Hayes bring defense and hustle but not high-scoring numbers. Moving Hachimura to the bench would give the second unit a proven scorer capable of keeping the offense steady when starters rest. On the other hand, starting Marcus Smart offers its own benefits. Early in his career, he guarded point guards and shooting guards nearly 80% of the time, but last season, that number dropped below 50%, showing his growing versatility. Imagine a starting backcourt of Marcus Smart and Austin Reeves, Reeves handling much of the playmaking while Smart defends the opponent's top offensive threat, regardless of position. Smart is strong enough to guard forwards, quick enough to track shifty guards, and physical enough to set an aggressive tone right from the start. This kind of intensity could be invaluable in the playoffs, where matchups get tougher and mistakes are costly. The risk, however, is disrupting Hachimura's rhythm. Some players rely on heavy minutes to stay productive, and reducing his role could hurt his efficiency, something the Lakers can't afford from one of their best offensive threats. So the decision is clear but difficult. Choose Smart's defensive toughness and veteran leadership for the starting lineup, or keep Hachimura's reliable scoring and spacing alongside the stars. Either choice could shape the Lakers' season. On opening night, when the starting lineup is announced, will the crowd hear Marcus Smart's name or Rui Hachimura's? Meanwhile, rookie Bronny James experienced his welcome to the NBA moment in his first season. A single game that made him realize the league's difficulty and how far he still has to go. Drafted in the second round of the 2024 NBA Draft, Bronny joined the Lakers under heavy attention. Some saw it as a chance for him to play with his father, 21-time All-Star LeBron James. Others believed the Lakers valued his potential as a defensive-minded, smart playmaker off the bench. But his rookie campaign didn't begin like a Hollywood story. Minutes were hard to come by, and when he did play, the results weren't always impressive. Adjusting to the speed, strength, and skill of NBA competition proved challenging. Then came a game against the Philadelphia 76ers that changed everything for him. Speaking to ESPN's Dave McMenamin, Bronny said it was his first real opportunity, actual rotation minutes, and his primary assignment was guarding all-star Tyrese Maxey. From the tip, Maxey attacked relentlessly. Bronny fought through screens and chased him around the court, but Maxey was unstoppable, finishing with 43 points. Not all of those points were scored against Bronny, but the challenge was clear. Bronny's own numbers told another story: 0 for 5 from the field, 3 turnovers, and only 15 minutes played. It was a humbling experience. It was definitely like, okay, this is where I'm at right now. I need to be better, Bronny admitted. He committed himself to extra gym work, improving his body, sharpening his skills, and studying film. The lesson wasn't just about missed shots or mistakes. It was about the level of skill and preparation needed to succeed in the NBA. Instead of damaging his confidence, the game motivated him. It gave him a goal and a clearer picture of the player he wants to become. Heading into his second season, he's training harder, improving his conditioning, working on his jumper, and studying more game film. He understands now that talent alone isn't enough. Preparation, mindset, and relentless effort are required every night. In the NBA, every player is elite. Every possession matters, and weaknesses are quickly exposed. Bronny's trial came early, and now it's about his response. Many great players have had their own welcome to the NBA moment. For Bronny, it was being tested by Tyrese Maxey in a game where nothing seemed to go right. But in that struggle, he found focus and drive. As year 2 approaches, the question isn't whether he'll avoid another tough game. It's how much better prepared he'll be when it happens again. That game in Philadelphia was his baptism by fire, and he's determined to emerge stronger. And then there's another storyline, one that could shake both the Lakers and the New York Knicks. The Lakers roster looks set, but with LeBron James on your team, things rarely stay quiet for long. The biggest question now isn't about lineups or injuries. It's LeBron's future. Sports Illustrated's Mark Morales-Smith proposed a blockbuster trade that sounds almost like a video game fantasy: LeBron and Bronny James to the Knicks. In return, the Lakers would get OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and a first-round pick. Because of salary rules, a third team might be necessary to make it work, but the idea alone is enough to stir speculation. LeBron's love for Madison Square Garden is well known. He's spoken often about the thrill of playing there. But his no-trade clause means any deal requires his approval. And his agent, Rich Paul, has suggested that's unlikely right now. Still, the Eastern Conference looks less daunting than usual, with several contenders facing injuries. A move to New York could give LeBron a more direct path to a 5th championship. Morales-Smith argued the Lakers need to commit to a clear direction. If they're ready to move on and build around Luka Doncic, Anunoby and Hart would be excellent complementary pieces. From a basketball perspective, there's logic in the trade. Anunoby is a championship-winning forward who defends multiple positions, while Hart is the league's best rebounding guard and an energetic two-way player. However, their contracts are massive. Anunoby is owed $212.5 million over 4 years, and Hart's deal is $80 million over 4 years. Such commitments would heavily restrict the Lakers' financial flexibility. Some around the league already suspect the Lakers might not re-sign LeBron in 2026, and trading him earlier would at least bring back assets, but only if he agrees. For now, LeBron is reportedly monitoring the team's offseason closely, making sure they remain competitive while his career clock winds down. If the Lakers struggle early, the idea of finishing his career in New York could gain appeal. Until his future is locked in, rumors like this will persist. And if such a trade ever happened, it would reshape both franchises. The Lakers entering a post-LeBron era with strong wings around Doncic, and the Knicks instantly becoming Eastern Conference contenders with the James family in the spotlight.